And sukshma viveka means what I consider as myself erroneously, and it is so close to me, proximate, that I have to recognize its anatmatva, it being different from me, and therefore from an advanced student who has studied a lot of texts, has been doing sadhana for so many years, what is expected is that now I am ready to let go of this proximate anatma also. Just as I gave up my working life, my family, my home, my name, my gotra, by taking sannyasa. And I have also understood I am not this physical body or prana or senses. Now is the time to let go of this notion that I am this individual person and my moksha depends upon the condition of this limited I, the condition of the mind. In other words, I am still rating my moksha based on anatma. If anatma is good, I am mukta. If anatma is not good, I am not mukta. So this kind of thinking which is entertained, that has to be broken. And for that, these texts like UpadeshaSahasri, they emphasize the intense tvampada viveka vichara. That in aham, tvampada means in aham, there is Atma, Shuddha Chaitanya, and there is Ahankara with Chidabhasa. And they all appear together as one I. Atma, Ahankara, Chidabhasa. Of these three together, I am only one and not the other two. So, I am that Atma irrespective of Ahankara, and therefore to let go of that Ahankara is my real sadhana now. Earlier I did let go of other things. Like I stopped drinking tea. Instead of 5 cups every day, I was drinking only 4.5 cups. Lot of sacrifice. Or instead of driving to some cafe, Starbucks, every time I had the urge to drink coffee, even at 1:30 in the night or early morning, instead now I go only at sane hours or just order it few times and not go there. Those are earlier vivekas. This is for advanced sadhaka. So let us see now what is said here is in the next chapter, which is called Nānyadanyat Prakaraṅam. from the name itself, what is said is that Anya cannot be Anya. Means what? If Atma is Samsari to begin with, then is it possible that by doing lot of sadhanas, this Samsari Atma one day will become Asamsari? This Dushta Atma, Dushta means Dushita, Dushta Atma will become Shuddha one day. This Jada Atma will become Chaitanya. It's like saying this rope had become snake, now this snake is slowly turning into a rope. How does it sound? Snake is slowly changing into rope. You say, if I am already Atma, then what is the purpose of all these sadhanas and shastra? If I am already Mukta, yes, they are vyartha. Sadhana vayarthyam. But if you say it is samsari, then first of all I feel good because I feel I am samsari. Then I am told you how to do karma yoga. I am ready. Tell me, what should I do? Move this from here to there and there to here. So one person's job is karma yoga is this. Some 100 bricks are on this side. He is told you put everything that side. He moves everything. I have done a lot of karma yoga. Next day the other person comes. He says, I want to do karma yoga. What should I do? Move all those 100 bricks here. What are we accomplishing? You may not accomplish anything for outside world. Definitely what you are accomplishing is your rajoguna will go down, and if you understand, then you will sit down quietly. So all this dhyana, adi sadhana, they are purposeful. If I am samsari today and one day I will become asamsari. So with that in mind, let us see first shloka. Nānyadanyat bhavet yasman nānyat kinchit vichintayet anyasyanyatva bhavehi nāshastasya dhruvo bhavet. Yasmat anyad na bhavet. Tasmad anya kinchit vichintayet. Anyasya anyatva bhavehi tasya nashah dhruvo bhavet. This is your padacheda and anvaya. Yasmat, because this is the rule. What is that? Anyad na bhavet. What is one cannot be the other. A cow cannot become horse, and a horse cannot become a dog. No matter what you do on horse, horse will remain horse. Now, here, what is said is na anyat kinchit vichintayet. Na anyat kinchit vichintayet means if you think of anything else, when it is said Nānyat kinchit vichintayet, so what is meant is that the student or a serious sadhaka should not start thinking that I am different from Brahman and one day I am going to become Brahman because of some miracle that is going to happen or some event is going to trigger. Because this is like waiting for some unnatural, unexpected event. And in general, people have this idea that right now I am not Brahman, but one day something will happen, a miraculous thing, and then I will become Brahman. Now you are eternally waiting for something to happen. Something will happen because if you are doing sadhana, mind is quiet, something or the other will keep happening. Some siddhi you will see, or in the pure mind, some nice experiences you can get. But none of those mark the confirmation that now I am Brahman. Because anytime if anybody feels that, oh yes, this is the experience because of which now I can say I am Brahman, then the question would be, who said this is the experience? The only thing that we know of is that a presence of Brahmakar Vritti. This Brahmakar Vritti should take place. That is approved by Shastra. And this Brahmakar Vritti also of what kind? Bhagavan Shankaracharya ji in Sarva Vedanta Siddhanta Sara Sangraha, one of his another big work, he says Brahmakar Vritti will take place only in that Antakarana which has lot of Purva Janma Punya Karma. One. Second, he says, he has renounced everything. Sannyasa is a must in Bhagavan Shankaracharya's thinking. There is no possibility of abidance in truth without renunciation of all actions. There is no possibility. So, sannyasa. Then, shamadamadi shat sampatti. Shanto danta uparata sthitikshu. Shraddhavitto and samahito bhutva. In Vivek Chudamani, that shloka is there. Shanto danta dantaha paramuparataha kshanti yukta samadhim kuruvan nityam kalayati yatihi swasya sarvatma bhavam tena vidyati mirajanitan sadhu dakdva vikalpan brahma kritya nivasati sukham nishkriyo nirvikalpaha. So the one who has lot of merits from earlier lives, who has been living a life of Vedic injunctions in this life also earlier, then has great spirit of renunciation, has Shat Sampatti, etc. To this person will have Charamakar or Charama Brahmakar Vritti. Charama Brahmakar Vritti means Brahmakar Vritti will be there. Every time I say or understand that I am Nishkara, Nirvikalpa, Nirakara, Bhuma, Jagrat, Swapna, Shushupti, Avasthatraya, Sakshi. This is Brahmakar Vritti. But it is not Charama Brahmakar Vritti. It is the Charama means ultimate. The ultimate Vritti will remove Pramata. Until then, Pramata also will remain. So this, how do you say, because those people who, let us say they just start their journey and they study Tattva and there it is said, Tattvamasi, you are Brahma. So he also says, oh, I am Nirvikalpa Brahma. I am Nirakara. So you may entertain that thought, but immediately the Viparita Bhavana comes back. The erroneous thinking that I am Deha, that Jagat is Satyam, all the Bhedas are Satya. That thought comes back. So to eliminate all of that, it is required that this thought of Aham Brahmasmi is carried forward until those Viparit Bhavanas don't come back. That is called Charama Brahmakar Vritti. Ultimate. Where Antakarana, Ahankara is negated. So sadhana should be performed up to that point, to that extent. And one cannot be negligent or one cannot become relaxed and let go of sadhana. So once this is understood, then Acharya here, his recommendation is that don't start your sadhana now. After doing so much Shravana and Mananam, don't start doing the sadhana that I am a Jiva who is going to become Brahman one day. One day. Not one day. I am already Brahman. And if this thought comes that no, I have some body pain, I have some cough and cold going on, so then you remind yourself that this is in Dehatraya, Shariratraya, and that is not me to begin with. I have already done this viveka earlier and negated. So I don't have to own up those anatmas and anatmas dharmas. They are already yushmat dharma and yushmat vishaya. So when I am able to negate them in my thinking to begin with itself, then it is the right kind of sadhana. That is what is said here in Nānyadanyat Prakaraṅam. And if I say, no, I am a Samsari, so then, if I am already not that supreme truth, reality, absolute reality, then no matter what I do, I will never be that reality. Even if I become that truth, tasya nasha dhruva bhavet. It will go. Why? Because it has come in time. That which has come in time will go in time. It is just like any other result of karma. Karma phalas are of how many types? 4 types. Apyam, Utpadyam, Samskaryam, Vikaryam. What is the dosha in all of them? Anityatva. Because they have anityatva, therefore I left karma yoga, karma kanda, and I came to jnana kanda. And now here also if I do the same thing, I will get the same thing. So now you see the shloka. Yasmat, because this is the case. What is that case? Na anyad anyad bhavet. Like as I said, a horse cannot become cow, a cow cannot become horse. And therefore, na anyad kinchit vichintayat. One should not think in this way that I am different from Brahman. भेद बुद्धि न कर्तव्य किंचिदपि अन्यस्य अन्यत्व भावे ही if a thing is different and if it becomes different over a period of time through some process, then tasya nashah dhruvo bhavet. Gaudapadacharya ji in Mandukya Karika, he says, na bhavatyamritam martyam न मर्त्यम अमृतम तथा प्रकृतेर अन्यथा भावो न कथंचित भविष्यति. Nature of a thing cannot be changed to make it different. प्रकृतेः अन्यथा भावो न कथंचित भविष्यति. Martya today, through some process of sadhana, one day will become amartya, amrita. Mortal will become immortal through lot of sadhana. Is it possible? Not possible. Mortal will remain mortal. Mortal can be wonderful mortal. Mortal can be beautiful mortal. Mortal can be healthy mortal. Mortal can be intelligent mortal. Mortal can be pure mortal. That is possible. But mortal title is not going to go. That is the main thing. And if my attempt is to get rid of that, then imagine now. Let us say I am a jiva. And through sadhana I become Brahman. Is this jiva going to retain jivahood, finitude, and attain infinitude? Or is this jiva going to let go of jivahood and then become infinite? If jiva is going to retain finitude and become Brahma, so finitude will remain. Finitude means samsara. Samsaritva will remain and then he will be Brahman. So he will be Samsari Brahman. Earlier he was Samsari Jiva. Now he is Samsari Brahman. No use. Let us say this Jiva gives up finitude. Gives up Jivatva. If Jiva gives up Jivatva, then who becomes Brahman? There is nobody remaining to become Brahman. That means neither Jiva can retain Jivatva and become Brahman, nor Jiva can let go of Jivatva and become Brahman. Both are not possible. And in one and the same locus, Jivatva and Brahmatva both cannot exist. Unless one is mithya and another is satyam. Then it is possible. Then the question will be, which one is mithya and which one is satyam? So if you say jivatva is satyam and brahmatva is mithya, then there is definitely a scope for the teacher to go and jump in Gangaji. Jivatva is mithya. So that is possible if jivatva is mithya and my brahmatva is satyam, and they can coexist. In other words, what is mithya is really not there. It's just a make-believe. And if I understand that I am Brahman, then I was that Brahman, I am that Brahman, and Jivatva is Bhranti. If I say that I will let go of Jivatva and become Brahman, so when I let go of Jivatva and I become Brahman, so I is different from Jiva. And now I will also be different from Brahman. Then you will have to define what is this I, which had Jivatva as a dharma, as an attribute. You let go of that, and now you will have I with an attribute of Brahmatva. So, when we say advanced means these things only, that when I sit down and think properly on this subtle matter, then I realize what kind of mistakes I am committing in my thinking itself. And if the thinking is erroneous, then all the things that I accomplish through that erroneous thinking will be erroneous. So this is what this is said in the shloka. Example, you can take it as if there is a copper and you say, I am going to make this copper into gold, you do it. Can anya become anya? No, even if temporarily you put gold plating, right? After some time it will go away. So, such kind of external sadhana will not result in permanent liberation. And nobody wants impermanent liberation. Therefore, I must think in this way that I am already Brahman. Okay, this is the objective of the first shloka. Now there is a question. What is the question? If this is the case, then you are saying I should not think of anything other. Correct, because I am Brahman. But when I say I am thinking of Brahman, who is thinking of Brahman? In one's own self, the meditator and meditated, this kind of division is not possible. So, how this nididhyasana should be conducted? So,